Many people believe that saving money starts with earning more, but one of the biggest lessons from Japanese minimalist thinking is learning to pause before spending. Instead of reacting immediately to every advertisement, promotion, or emotional desire, they create space between wanting something and actually buying it. That simple pause often changes the decision completely. Time becomes a powerful filter that separates temporary excitement from genuine necessity. The result is fewer unnecessary purchases and far more intentional spending. This habit doesn't require discipline alone. It requires changing the way you think about consumption. When a new product catches their attention, they rarely feel pressured to own it immediately. Rather than asking, "Can I afford this?" they ask, "Will this still improve my life next week, next month, or next year?" This shift in perspective removes the emotional urgency that marketers try to create. After several days, many items lose their appeal because the excitement fades naturally. What once felt essential suddenly becomes optional. That delay protects both their wallet and their home from accumulating unnecessary possessions. Minimalism teaches that every purchase has two costs. The first is the money you spend today. The second is the time, space, maintenance, and mental energy that the item will require in the future. By delaying purchases, Japanese minimalists give themselves the opportunity to evaluate both costs carefully. They buy fewer things, but almost everything they purchase serves a clear purpose. Over time, this habit builds financial stability without feeling restrictive. Instead of constantly chasing new possessions, they learn to appreciate what they already own. One of the strongest minimalist habits in Japan is choosing durability over quantity. Instead of filling their homes with inexpensive products that wear out quickly, they prefer owning fewer items that last for many years. At first glance, a higher quality product may seem more expensive, but over time it often becomes the more economical choice. Constantly replacing cheap alternatives creates an endless cycle of spending. Minimalist thinking breaks that cycle by focusing on long-term value rather than the lowest price. Every purchase becomes an investment instead of a temporary solution. This approach naturally reduces waste while protecting personal finances. Before buying something, they often consider how frequently it will be used and whether it will continue to serve its purpose for years. If the answer is yes, paying a little more can actually save a significant amount of money over time. A durable backpack, a well-made kitchen knife, or a sturdy pair of shoes may cost more initially, but they eliminate the need for frequent replacements. Instead of accumulating multiple versions of the same item, they rely on one dependable product. This creates a home with fewer possessions and fewer future expenses. Reliability becomes more valuable than novelty. Minimalism is not about buying expensive brands or luxury products. It is about selecting items that perform well, last longer, and truly deserve a place in your life. Every object should justify the money spent on it by providing lasting usefulness. This mindset encourages careful research, thoughtful decisions, and patience before making a purchase. Over the years, the savings become surprisingly substantial because fewer replacements are needed. Rather than constantly shopping for the next version of something, they enjoy the confidence of owning items they can trust. The result is lower spending, less clutter, and greater financial peace of mind. Many Japanese minimalists avoid spending without a clear intention. Instead of letting money disappear through small, unplanned purchases, they decide in advance where each dollar will go. This does not require a complicated budgeting system. It simply means treating every expense as a conscious choice rather than an automatic habit. When money has a purpose before it leaves your account, unnecessary spending becomes much easier to recognize. This habit creates clarity because every purchase must compete with your long-term priorities. Financial decisions become more deliberate and less emotional. Rather than asking where their money went at the end of the month, they already know where it was supposed to go from the beginning. Daily expenses, savings, future goals, and occasional treats each receive their own place in the plan. Because they have already made those decisions, they feel less tempted to spend impulsively when attractive offers appear. Every purchase is measured against what truly matters to them. Small expenses that once seemed harmless become easier to decline. Over time, this simple habit creates a stronger sense of financial control. Minimalism teaches that money is a tool, not something to be spent simply because it is available. Giving every dollar a purpose encourages intentional living and reduces financial stress. Instead of wondering whether they can afford another purchase, they ask whether it supports the priorities they have already chosen. This mindset removes much of the guilt and uncertainty surrounding spending. Saving becomes a natural result of thoughtful planning rather than constant sacrifice. Financial freedom grows one intentional decision at a time. One of the most powerful reasons Japanese minimalists spend less is that they learn to appreciate enough. Modern advertising constantly encourages people to believe that happiness is only one purchase away. Minimalist thinking challenges that idea by focusing on satisfaction with what already exists. Instead of chasing every new trend, they enjoy using the belongings they already own. This attitude naturally reduces the desire to shop for entertainment or emotional comfort. Gratitude becomes a practical financial habit rather than just a positive mindset. When people feel satisfied with their home, wardrobe, and daily routines, they experience less pressure to upgrade everything around them. They repair useful items instead of replacing them immediately. They rediscover forgotten possessions before buying new ones. They avoid comparing themselves to others because their goal is usefulness, not constant accumulation. As a result, fewer purchases are driven by boredom, insecurity, or social pressure. Every buying decision becomes calmer and more intentional. Minimalism does not mean denying yourself things you genuinely need or enjoy. It means recognizing the difference between temporary desire and lasting fulfillment. Contentment allows people to spend from a place of confidence instead of impulse. Over the years, this mindset saves thousands of dollars that would otherwise disappear on unnecessary upgrades and short-lived trends. The reward is not only a healthier bank account, but also a simpler, more peaceful life, where happiness depends less on buying something new and more on appreciating what is already enough. One of the simplest money-saving habits practiced by Japanese minimalists is reviewing what they already own before making another purchase. Instead of assuming they need something new, they first check their closets, drawers, shelves, and storage spaces. This small habit often reveals forgotten items that can serve the same purpose. It also reminds them of how much they already have. By becoming familiar with their possessions, they avoid buying duplicates and reduce unnecessary spending. Decluttering becomes more than organizing. It becomes a powerful financial strategy. A tidy home makes it easier to see what is useful and what no longer adds value. When every item has a designated place, people waste less money replacing things they simply could not find. They also become more aware of shopping patterns that create clutter over time. Seeing unused purchases from the past encourages better decisions in the future. Instead of bringing another object into the home automatically, they pause and ask whether it fills a real need. That moment of awareness often prevents another unnecessary expense. Minimalism teaches that owning less creates greater clarity. Regularly decluttering helps people appreciate what they already have while exposing purchases that were made without careful thought. This reflection naturally improves future spending habits because every new item must earn its place. Over time, shopping becomes slower, more intentional, and far less frequent. The result is a cleaner living space, lower expenses, and a stronger sense of control over both possessions and finances. Spending less becomes the natural consequence of owning with purpose. Japanese minimalist thinking encourages people to see money as a tool for creating freedom rather than a way to satisfy every immediate desire. Every purchase involves a trade-off because the money spent today cannot be used for tomorrow's opportunities. Instead of asking what they want right now, they often ask what kind of life they want in the future. This long-term perspective changes countless daily decisions. Small savings begin to feel meaningful because they contribute to larger goals. Financial freedom becomes more attractive than momentary excitement. This habit does not require giving up all enjoyment or living with constant restrictions. Instead, it encourages spending on things that genuinely improve life while avoiding purchases that offer only brief satisfaction. They understand that many impulses disappear after a short time, but the benefits of saving continue to grow. By consistently choosing lasting value over temporary pleasure, they reduce financial stress and create greater flexibility for the future. Each thoughtful decision strengthens their ability to handle unexpected expenses and pursue meaningful opportunities. Minimalism is ultimately about making intentional choices rather than accumulating more possessions. When financial freedom becomes the priority, spending naturally becomes more selective and purposeful. Money is directed toward experiences, security, and personal goals, instead of endless consumption. This mindset creates a sense of confidence because every financial decision supports a larger vision. Over the years, the small habits practiced every day produce remarkable results. By choosing purpose over impulse, Japanese minimalists demonstrate that spending less is not about deprivation but about creating a richer and more intentional life. The 6 habits you have just discovered are not secret financial tricks or complicated budgeting systems. They are simple mindset shifts inspired by Japanese minimalism that help people spend with greater intention. By slowing down, choosing quality, planning ahead, appreciating what they already own, and prioritizing long-term freedom, anyone can build healthier financial habits without feeling deprived. The true goal of minimalism is not to own as little as possible, but to make every purchase meaningful. When you stop buying out of impulse and start spending according to your values, saving money becomes a natural consequence rather than a constant struggle. Over time, these small daily decisions add up to greater financial security, less stress, and a life filled with purpose instead of clutter. Now ask yourself which of these 6 habits you can start practicing today. Even adopting just one of them can change the way you think about money and help you keep more of what you earn. If you found these ideas helpful, remember that lasting financial success rarely comes from dramatic changes. It grows from simple habits repeated consistently, one intentional decision at a time.